to, and I'm grinding to the top. I can't let it slip away, so I gotta get the pay. Okay, this ain't what you used to. Always with the new, this ain't what you used to. I do me, do you? I do me, do you? This ain't what you used to. 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 This ain't what you. Calls keep coming in for the win, get it in. This ain't what you used to. So you get on my nerves, trying my line get curved. This ain't what you used to. Round round swerve, everybody here knows the word. This ain't what you used to. No, you know the drill. Always paying, now I see the rail. This ain't what you used to. I get it in for my kids, stack those chips and I get that check. Not what you used to. You see how I live, work my biz. I'm too far from the rest, not what you used to. Okay, this ain't what you used to. Always with the new, this ain't what you used to. I do me, do you? I do me, do you? This ain't what you used to. 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 This ain't what you used to.
Check 1 2.
This ain't what you used to. This ain't what you.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I should say thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with Road Dog. Looking at Bitcoin just go freaking sideways all damn day long. Dang near. Hour after hour after hour after hour just hanging around these areas. Sometimes down to 67.5 something, and sometimes up to 67.8 something, almost 9, but hanging at the 67.7, just making it just so boring. Here's that weird little funky shape again. Like come in and come up and do a little thingy thing here and then this thing. It looks like the Flying Nun. Heard me talk about that before. I heard nothing about it, and we're hoping for some kind of bottom here to respect this area, but that shape comes up and I keep saying, make a mental note of that. Does it usually play out bullish or bearish? And I don't have quite a definition on that, just observation, but it's just a repeatable pattern that I see and just a weird shape. And I'm thinking it goes bullish, but I wouldn't swear to it. I'm not seeing the greatest signs here, not terrible signs here. We got some good things going for us, but there's just nothing saying, baby, I'm ready to pop up and rock your world. And in fact, we're here on the 1 hour. We got our 200 moving average that is breaking this 360. So we got a smaller moving average breaking a bigger one, and that's kind of a deal, especially when they're bigger moving averages have a little bit more weight than some of these little squiggly lines that hang around price action all the time. So we've got kind of our moving averages flip bearishly on the 4 hour, or the 1 hour. So she's not looking so hot, but we're not too terrible here on the 4 hour. It could be better. It could definitely be better. We are above the 9 moving average finally though, so maybe we're making a comeback, but man, we got the 50 still above the 100. That's good. That maybe if we can get price back up there and get it up here around 68, what was it, 400? She could happen. She could happen. Most of the time though, when you get a move down like this and you got this little guy, depending on how you draw it, how you pin it or flag, normally it's a bearish thing, and it's got some measure moves that could take her down if she wanted to go that way. Saying about 66,000, if you believe in that kind of thing. The flags, they're fun, but they don't always work. Therefore, I quit being a flag chaser a long time ago. But this is, these rising type patterns they do typically break down. The thing we got to look at to kind of sway our opinion is being above that 9 moving average. Now if we regain the 21, I'm not feeling as bearish anymore. We're starting to print this little guy. And that can happen too. Perhaps we should have started out on the bigger time frame. Yeah, no, tomorrow is Sunday. It's going to be the weekly candle close. Want to front run that just a little bit. We'll take a look at the weekly, man. We're above the 9 on the weekly, so weekly time frame, we're good. Enough said. That's all I gotta see. See that? And a clean rise above it. Now we lose this, and that's coming in at 65,500. Man, that's beautiful. Let me get to a prettier chart, then maybe we can see that better on. Yeah, this is I like that. That's almost sexy, dude. For the weekly, that's awesome. Price broke the 9 moving average. That was the real great trend it was on, and now we're reclaiming it. And when we kind of reclaim it, this kind of stuff seems to happen. So will we start seeing some weeks of green coming for Bitcoin? That would be awesome. Please let it be. I'm so freaking sick and tired of waiting for this bull market to carry over. We got Joe Biden vetoing what he said he wasn't going to veto. We do have quotes from Nancy Pelosi and Schumer, where they're saying that they like crypto and they're for it. We got that on tape, man. Yeah, we got proof. They can't backtrack that. Or they can. They probably will, but we got it. But Nancy, it was okay when... So we're deviating from this major trend line on Bitcoin, which I take as a bullish sign. I like that. My overall thesis was this little... What happened to my little guy? Somebody killed my little guy. Oh, that was the original right here. Oh, that was the original. Yes, I'm law. I believe it was, right? Anyway. Where are you? That's it in an ugly, ugly sense here for on the weekly. So basically I'm tracking this channel. That's my angles, that's my channels. This is where we broke down into that line and made me all squeamish, and you know, I had to start feel embarrassed. But looking for the possibility of breaking back into this, and we did. Yeah! So we're back on, and we were hoping and praying, but you know, we still had to be cautious because it's uncertain. Now we got a retest area right off this trend line. And this is on the daily, and it looks like maybe it stick. We also got a little, let me get this off of here. That just confused people. There are so many lines, road dog, too many lines. But now on the daily, we're not quite as bullish as we are on the weekly, but I wouldn't let that bother you, because the weekly rules the daily, man. The weekly going to tell that daily what to do. Weekly's already saying, we getting above the 9, dude. Hop on board. Move it or lose it. So we just gotta give it some time. And hopefully she won't, you know, she can always come back and maybe actually retest this line, 66,700, but overall things are looking fairly well. I mean, there's some few little bearish things, 50 crossing the 100 kind of negatively, but we can straighten that out with a nice little solid move up to around 70,600. I would like to see that. Gosh, that would make me feel a little happy. We give a shout out to everybody that's here in the old chat. We got Strega. Have I got the Is it me or does the audio sound different? I might have to work on my audio again. See if that makes a difference here. So we got Strega, Mr. Miles. How's it going? He's heading out to water his garden. Strega's got fire ants in his garden, so they say. Rumor has it. He just confirmed it as being true. Is it me or does the audio sound different? It's you and the streamies in your garden. Strega! And there's Dave P. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. The tried true Road Dog Warriors right there. Yes, sir. So could we be getting a complex shoulder, head and shoulder? Could be. I mean, it's weird to get that at the top, so that's kind of weird. So that's not what I go for. But hey, man, whatever floats your boat. You know, it just dawns on me just how different that a lot of us look at charts sometimes. Here's another little idea. I like that you're drawing your trend lines, and there's another support resistance area. So, man, I got. This is what I do. I just find things that say the same things, and I like to go with that. And there's a lot of things that's saying, right here might be it, baby. Right here might be it. It should be it. For what it did over here on my strategy, it needs to be doing exactly this. And no different, because she comes back down here again, I'm going to be bearish. Oh, man. You're going to see Road Dogg say, oh, it's a double top. Dang it, Bitcoin, you're a scam. No, can't ever talk about me bad about me Bitcoin. Just kind of figure out a place to buy her cheaper. All right, so we got Bitcoin. And why are you snickering? When does it start snickering? Go back to Milky Way. So I like that trend line. That's cool. You could say that we're in a bit of a channel. You could say a lot of things. Oh Lord, he's drinking the Kool-Aid. Technically put that at the breakout. It kind of almost gives us a little, something 78.8. Put it back at the retest. I'm playing with that idea too with my measured moves when I take them. This is technically what you're supposed to do, put them at the breakout. But when they come down and do a retest, I think there's also something there. So it's just something I'm looking at. You know, I kind of look at stuff as I go. Look out to experiment and evolve a little bit. But this is our traditional measured move, which we had another one here from something else. I need to start labeling them again. Just be professional, Road Dogg. Be more professional. Why don't you wear a suit and a tie? Cause I ain't found one with rhinestones just quite yet. I'm a looking. This is not working out for me right here. Okay, there we go. I just want to change it, baby. I just want to change it. Just change it to that measure move. Yeah. Are we gonna say flag? I'm gonna say channel. That's the channel. Now the crazy one that will be probably, and you know, there's could be something to it. If you look at this as a flag, and technically it is, could be a bull flag on the daily here. Put this down to the bottom of the flag, and that would get us up to this guy. Wow, that is that's big, dude. That's 93. That's almost 94,000. This man's a moon boy. I'm just doing what the charts say could be happening, because that trend line's pretty convincing there. Retest, and we want to do something. So hey, old Joe just ain't going to do it, is it? And we've also got this. I thought I'd point this out. You know, call me silly with these moving averages, you know, and the ones that, you know, I happen to pick out. The little devil girl we got going there named Lucy. But you know what happened when the 800 was sitting there, Lucy, and she crossed it? That's when numbers started freaking going up, baby. I think moving averages can give you a little bit more insight if you look at them and just read them. Started out with a 5 moving average strategy, just added 3 more with bigger time frames, and wow, it just opens up a whole another world. There's a dance between price and those moving averages, man, and once you get the feel of that, it makes so much more sense. And if you don't get it, then, well, you're missing out, baby. I'm telling you, you're missing out. But that's just me talking. That's one of my strategies. I just shared the things that work for me. I don't expect you guys to do exactly everything that I do the way that I do it. You got ways to look at things different from ways I look at things, and we got to find what works for us individually, and this works pretty good for me, so I'm sharing it. This and fibs, and oh my goodness, I have a fun time. Come over to the chat. What we got going on over here? We got a string of DP. There's Joe, Trade Intuition. Was going to call it early tonight, but missed yesterday's stream, so staying up, see Road Dogs TA. Hey Joe, appreciate you being here. Be sure to smash the like on the way in. That is always You know, pay it forward, baby. Yeah, I'm all for that. If there's anything that I'm... I don't even like to steal likes. That's why I got Elvis.
For those of you out there that hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
I curb stomped the like button. What movie was that from? That was from a controversial movie, I remember. Somebody's teeth on the sidewalk. I left my likes in my fanny pack. You got a fanny pack? No, not the fanny pack. Oh, you mean a merce? All right, so Bitcoiny, let's take a look at, how's altcoins doing, man? We lost that trend line and that wasn't good. And I think we're actually, was it this one that we had drawn or was it angled up and we just adjusted it? I'd say it was more like this at the beginning because that's just what I normally do. And then we were trying to look for it. Yeah, then we came to these and it was holding. But she'd already lost this and retested it bearishly if you put that back up there. See that, but we got some green candles these last couple of days, so we're holding. That's kind of cool, my personal opinion there. Getting insight on that, which level with the 618. Okay, that's good, even on these indices like that. Some people might argue I just tune them out. I don't give a crap what they say. I just do what works for me, man. I just do what works for me, and what makes the things that have slowly pieced together that just seem to really make sense. Just slide that baby on back there. You see how nice that channel just, now it opens up and you can see it. Now you can see it. And what happened last time we were at the bottom of the channel there and here? Well, we came up to the top of the channel, and might that get us up here to these areas, 700. Can we give about $30 billion in coming into altcoins this week? Could we do that? That would be awesome. This next week, I'd like it, because the alternative to that is pretty much to dump down here to 6, and lose about 30,000. And man, I don't want to see number go down. I've been looking at number go down. And here we are hanging around this crazy place over here. I need to probably check some of my trades out. Do I have it pulled up? Do we have Bit Unix up? I don't even see that. Oh, we got, thank you. Not, this is CoinEx actually. Not margin. Futures trading. How we're doing over here? We're kind of in the red just a little bit because we flirting with this range. So I'm in a good area if I do decide to chicken out, man, or reduce my risk. That would, I don't like to chicken out. Things look like they're going to go down, but I wouldn't mind if we get a little bump up toward the green there. Maybe lighten my risk a little bit, just because of all this chop, and it could go down. I don't like that. I don't want to take that risk. So I'm looking at the way I'm going to manage my trade, and if you ask me, that's a little bit more important than I'm finding later on. Used to, I would say, oh, it's all about the best entry, and now I'm finding, well, you've now lots of really good entries, but you've really screwed up your management of that trade, and you could have done better. So the entries are really good, but I think even if you focus more on your trade management, I think it doesn't matter about your entry as much. To an extent. That trade management means a lot more, in my personal opinion. What my experience is telling me. Can we get up Bitcoin, man? I just keep finding, oh, we already did this one, right? On a different one. Okay, let's get out Bitcoin. Let's go over to our altcoins, because, maybe they're doing something. Bitcoin dominance seems to be falling a little bit, and altcoins seem to be holding kind of steady. and so does Tether dominance at the moment. Strega, how's the mic? Is it still sounding kind of weird? I may have to go back to my settings again. No, what is this? Do not seek the treasure. I just lost my trading view. I don't know how that happened. All right. Technical difficulties. I blame it on Mercury in retrograde because it is, and I can blame it on that. Whether you believe in that or not, I seem to be allergic to it. I'm telling you, my life gets weird when I was like, I feel it like the week ahead. I'm like, is this getting ready to happen? Here we go. At least we get our main one back up. All right, any moment now, we will get to charting with these gorgeous little altcoins as soon as my computer gets... What is going on, man? Come on, dude. Lost that trend line on the SecuX, man. Ooh, and then lost that. That's the thing that I don't like about that. The buy high and sell higher, which is popular, and you know, and sometimes that's all you can do when things really start going, but it's never my favorite because you see this happen a lot. Interesting, finding support there on that 50 though. Monty Bant's back. Are you doing something crazy? Do we have to go back to original trend line when you started out with S&P? She might flirt with that area for a little bit. Less next week. We're not looking at S&P. We're looking at our juicy altcoins. Let's go take a look at them. Anytime that you want to cooperate, what the hell, man? Am I going to have to stop my stream because I can't use TradingView tonight? Give me just a moment. Give me just a moment. I'm going to put you, let me put you guys somewhere just for a second while I reload this, sort this little thing out. It needs a little good talking to. We'll get right back. But in the meantime, why don't you guys kind of throw some meme coins out there, and that way I can come back and we'll just get into what you want to do. While I sit here and argue with Mercury and my computer and retrograde and cuss up a storm and threaten to do things to it till it starts acting right. Is that what I'm looking for? Nope. So, have we done that one in a while? I don't have that one anymore. Well, this is what we hope Bitcoin will do this coming week. I'll be back in a minute.
Launch sequence activated.
All right, we're back. Oh, and people stuck around. I'm impressed. All right, guys, let's look at the chat. Let's get into the things you want to look at because we'll be lucky if I get this thing to work here. So far, so good. Close some windows up here real quick. Maybe that'll help us out. There you guys are. Jamie Paycheck says Edward Norton's most jacked roll. Oh, yeah, that one. That was it. I can't remember the name of it, but that was it. If anyone ever sees me with a fanny pack or merce, I give you permission to punch me in the face, says Joe. Mr. Miles says your mic has sounded fine this whole stream. Thank you, sir. Celinda says Ondo ripped. Yes, no. And man, I got mine packed away. I'm not actually trading this at all because, well, I'm expecting this one to do great things. That's the rumors, and she seems like everybody wants her. So, looks like, oh, you ain't gonna hit my 148. Oh, you gonna piss me off now? Why? What? So if we can pull this off, man, breaking down to this channel, like something bullish. Do we want to see where Ondo might go? Do we want to do a little price predicting why Mercury is in retrograde?
Thank you very much.
I think we did. We'll go with 2, but she's got a good chance to actually get this one right here. La 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 la. No, you're blue, and you got a blue trend line. Is that a measure move? That's a measure. Okay, we got a measure move from the channel. See what that gives us at a breakout. Okay, so I sold in 2. So we were anticipating a breakout, I guess, at this area. So a measure move gets us to 181. We got a fib area right here. We'll should get some resistance there at 148, and then my predictive targets. For Ondo, where are you, price label? Here's one down here. I see 195 being a deal, and a quiet. It should. This one should hit at the 213.5, right in that area. So if nothing else, where are you, Rectangle? Damn it, Bobby. Joe, are you moving my stuff around on me? How do you keep up with this crap? Okay, there it is. There, Rectangle. There's so many buttons. So I like this area, man, for a strong reversal area. And it sounds crazy, you know, that she might get there. I get that, but hell, let's make an official call. Let's put ourselves out there. I'm going to say she's going to do it. I don't know when, I don't know how. I just say she can do it. Let's put her right over here with the price ladder right up there. All right. And if she doesn't, y'all come back and say, "You suck, road dog. You suck. You said it's going to go there. It didn't." And I'm just going to go, "Yep. Because when it all comes down to it, I'm just a dude on the internet. Just a sharing though. Sam says Proppy's getting all pumpy. We got a pumpy Proppy? It needs to. She took a hit, and I didn't pick any back up when she was down. I thought about it, and that's about as far as it got. I probably should have, but I'm trying to narrow things down a little bit. I'm trying to consolidate. We're here on the daily. So we got 338 and 375 got hit, and she got up as high as 402. I've got a blue line. That's a measure move or something, but I can't tell what it would be from right off. Because I don't see the pattern that I would have been. Oh, and it must have been a flag. It must have been a freaking flag, which, yeah, hear me talk about flags. I'm not crazy about flags. Would it have been this one? Or was it down here somewhere? I'm willing to bet it was something like that. I don't know. I can't remember from back here. Let's clear this out and go with what we got now. Here on Proppy, it's $1.93 right now. She looks like she's at 618, so that should be cool. Well, let us confirm and not jump to conclusions there. Oh, nice one! Are you coming down to 786? Says you might come down to 786. I know you look like you're bouncing there, but it says you might. My moving averages say, nah, I'm thinking about taking her down to the 786. That's just what they're saying. I don't know if they will. Price might just, you know, have more fight in it, you know. Or, you know, it may just kind of want to come down to the 786, kind of like J-Chains. That was a good buy, dude. That was, what was it? I got to see that karate combat stuff. That was good. That's a good thing they got. But I didn't recognize J-Chains when I first saw him. I had to, like, go through it a couple of times and look for him. Okay, I'm trying to draw a trend line. Oh, yeah. Baby, let's go. So could 122 come into the picture? Why does it sound so bearish? Hey man, it's just a possibility. I like to look at those possibilities because sometimes those possibilities make really good buying spots. I hope she bounces right here and never looks back. I really, really do. Swing high, the swing low. Fibonacci on my chart, reveal to me the golden arts. Swing high to swing low, tell me where price is going to go. Well, we got our usual suspects up here, Bob. But more than our usual suspects, we also have, oh, these two little boogers right here. If you're looking for that little extra mayonnaise on your sandwich, right there you go. I'm going to throw out 468. I'm going to throw out 497. These are not guaranteed to hit, but if we do, if this is a one-to-one move off of this little guy right here, then, you know, those should be around our one-to-one move areas. Well, it doesn't take the whole move if you want. Do your measure moves. Auto, okay. Not what me trying to do. Oh, we can do it for fun anyway, though. Let's do it for fun. Let's make sure I'm got you right. Actually, that's going to come up. Should be really close to that 1618. Or close to it. No, not quite there. Hurry up, Road Dog. Hurry up. I'm getting bored. Alrighty then. 352 and possibly 307. We got to bounce off of here for any of this crap to happen. Looking at how I normally look at it, man, we got a trend line. Ain't nothing happened till that trend line breaks, and that's what you got to look at, in my personal opinion. Trying to front run it, well, you playing with fire, it might go against you and drop on down here. We talked about that. She might do it. And then you just, the only person you can blame is yourself if you get in and it goes down 31%. I put $100 in prop in, that's down to $70. It could happen. However, you're more likely, if she can break back above this non-moving average, break that trend line, you're more likely to see it, you know, go up 42% to 307. And then your $100 is $140, or even better yet, say we come up to these targets up here and your $100 is now $218. Just some ideas. Just some ideas. That look nasty right here, though. She's going to have some trouble right here. You can count on it at 237s. So do be looking for some trouble there. She's got something going on right here around the 230s. Maybe just a wee bit higher, maybe 235. Yeah. She's got something to say there. On proppy, but nice. Mr. Miles says the AI rebellion has started. And Joe says, Maneki, how's it doing? I don't think it's... I didn't notice anything going on in my Phantom wallet with it. Or I might be wrong. That's not... Oh, yeah, we looked at this the other day, right? So she's finding her resistance at the 0618. Now we got our red candle here, but could this be our 3 humps and a dump thing that we're talking about? Maybe. Doesn't have to be. I'm really, you know, more on this trend line right here. Non-moving average is lining up with it really good too. Let's come down to smaller time frame, see how it works out there. Might have to adjust it. Oh, that's pretty good. A little sloppy there. So look at this one of two ways. Either I need to go with where we got the most touches, which we can, and consider that to be just a good old bull trap. But, you know, after you get that, well, you know, if you ever come to charts and look at them blind, I mean, you don't sit there and try to dissect where all the bull and bear traps are. You go with the majority where everything's going. So now you got this new trend that we didn't quite come down and touch. That could be a nice sign of a nice move to the upside as we're getting away from this, and also quite possibly trying to break out of this channel. So we might see it run for the border here for this channel. If we do, that might be very interesting. We got this little trend line going right here on the 4 hour, which can save us from disgrace if she decides to reject off of here. We at least got a line in our sand tell us, hey man, might need to get out of this trade. Yeah, I gotta give you some point when you need to call it quits or take a look at your strategy and see if you're doing something. Now this one's got some wicks to it, so it makes it just a little bit more difficult than what we normally are used to. We're normally, you know, we got nice clean ones here, but we don't have that. See, on this nice clean one, you got, oh sure, so we got under here, stop losses or whatever, you know. I mean, that's just what I do. You guys don't have to do that. It's just throwing out some of the things I do. I've come to the realization that nobody does, or I haven't yet seen anybody that trades the same or even does TA exactly the same. Everybody's different. Everybody's got their own opinions and biases. Of course, you know, we all think our own system is the greatest in the world, and you know, nothing else compares. And I think that's just kind of normal. Nothing wrong with that. I guess it's normal, but just sometimes we just got to realize, you know, other people's got different ways to do things. And it works fine. Usually. I've criticized a few here and techniques that they could probably do better, but you know, deep inside this. Oh, Road Dog, you just changed my whole life. And then they go off and make $3 million. Keep on doing what they're doing and taking my idea with them. I don't know. I'm just sharing. I just like to talk about crypto. My wife won't talk to me about it, so you guys are it. Maniki, man, she don't look like she's trying to. She need to show us something really quick here, man. I like this. I know it's got wicks on it, but that's what I see, man. Breaking that trend line, and I would be looking for the bottom here and coming down. But getting a bounce off here, maybe we'll take a run for that border, like we was on the bigger time frame. She looks like she wants to try to do something extra. So it's kind of just one of those if-then statements, man. If she does break this, then hell yeah, I want to ride that train. And if she rejects off of here and breaks this trend line, then well, I guess we can find a place to get it cheaper if she bounces here or if she comes on down, because that can happen too. 3 humps and a dump is quite common. So this is when we just got weights on. You lost the 9 on the 4 hour. What's wrong with you, Maniki? Get it back up there. You did it before. And she shows she can lose it and get it right back. So it's just a little tricky. Now, if I had to get any inside information, I would be looking over at this cloud and kind of listening to what it's saying. And the cloud just kind of, you know, when she's all thin like this, she's not real thick and price is not near it. It's nice. Y'all didn't know this cloud is really just a shadow of this price action. 26 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 26 of these candles away. That's really all this cloud is. That's all it is. Well, it's not really that magical, but it is very cool. I'm giving you a little bit of insights. What else we got? Trigger says, yeah, I didn't get proppy. I didn't buy any more. Batman wears a fanny pack. He calls it a utility belt, but we still know what it really is. Touche, Mr. Miles. Touche. Then there are those wussy carpenters that use one to carry things like nails, screws, and measuring tapes and so on. But it's a fanny pack too. Mr. Miles, you're starting to sound like some of the comments that I get on my channel sometime. Have you guys ever read the comments that people leave on my channel? Have you ever read it? Where? Let me go down and get... Oh man. Where did they go? I mean, I saw a ways, but... like this one. I remember when we were crypto inside. I remember when we were kids, one of our favorite games to play was Pirate. We dress up like pirates. And then we go find an adult walking down the street and we go up to him and pull out our butcher knives and we call it swords and say, "We're pirates. Give us your money." And a lot of adults would pretend to be scared and give us their money. And others would suddenly just run away and yelling for help. And we played pirate until we were about 20 or so. Is that you, Mr. Miles? Mr. Mouse says, "I'm a real big times high stake trader." Let me pull the chat over here so we can... Crypto Rhino, hey, how's it going, man? Crypto Rhino's also got a channel here on YouTube. Go check him out. He just started. He was over on oh my god, TikTok for the longest, and now he's posting over on YouTube. Crypto says, "Need to see that candle close." Yeah. I've been doing okay, Mr. Rhino. How about you, my friend? guys are doing good on my chat tonight. I appreciate that. That's helping. SPS says IOTA. Let's go take a look at IOTA. I think Altex is doing pretty good too, isn't it? IOTA. Oh, where are we at? Zoom out. This part makes me a little kind of interested or nervous, but I'm here on the daily in my 5 moving averages. I got one more that's hanging up here and she's looking like she's wanting to curve down. Now on the upside of that, I have noticed that a lot of times, and I would dare to say about 2 out of 3 times, I've noticed that when that actually does cross, which is overall very bearish, but a lot of times price will come up and dang it, sometimes it will come up and actually touch that 100 moving average. Sounds crazy, but that's a little bit of hopium just in case this is flipping bearish and we do get a run up. Because it may be the retest of something more down. I hate to say that, but I'm not seeing anything quite bullish here. Let me zoom out a little bit more. Let's clear this out. Okay. So sometimes when we get the nice rounded bottoms, you know, we get the big ones. Well, sometimes, you know, you hear me talk about Bart Simpson's butt crack where you gotta have another cheek coming. We might be in danger of seeing that on IOTA. I mean, it was kind of happened here a little bit, but then again here. So, I mean, this is, and I believe this is our harmonic, the 786. What did you go up to after that? Yeah, yeah, got one of them patterns that I am not a pro at all, but I believe I could actually I might be able to can we get a 113? Yeah, you get these little guys, and this is not my thing, but I can tell by the ratios that we got here that it is one of them. I don't know which one it is, but they're typically it would come down and do usually a type 2, maybe test this area twice, and then we start seeing. But I don't know if that's going to be like this. It can easily be like that. Then simplified it in my terms is Bart Simpson's butt crack. So I think Scott Carney, he is the master on all things with that stuff, and it's really cool. And one of these days I will be studying that a little bit more in detail, but I'm not there yet. It is fascinating because it involves the Fibonacci, which I love the Fibonacci. But the Fibonacci will tell you things that you wouldn't normally realize. My girlfriend won't talk to me about crypto either. I understand. It's always enough about Bitcoin. I don't care. All he ever does is talk about crypto, Helen. I shoot spitballs at a list of coins. That's my strategy, says Sam. That's may not be a bad one. Might crack my screen. Mr. Miles says, use the suction cup. Darts? And Sam says, story time, Joe. We play pirates. We're about 20 or so. Man, I got some comments on there, buddy. That's just one of them. There's a bunch of them on there. It's so trippy. Slid asks, how's TRB looking? How is it looking? Because I have not been in that one since it had its big fall from grace. I played it a little bit after that, but I finally got tired of it. Yeah, when she went up to here and then boom, it was over. Man, everybody was chasing this one, and now you don't ever hear about it very much. Well, I guess it got some green candles, so probably will now, huh? She's looking nice, but I didn't get back into her. But ooh, anybody got it around 48, 50 bucks. What am I on the weekly? Is that why I can't see anything? Have I got anything here already? Our 143. I just left the fib up here and just says, ah, screw it. Is that what happened, or is this? I can't tell. At 97. Well, that was what we would have hoped to have seen. Some of them did it. Some of this one did not. And we saw the opposite, which notice there wasn't much of a middle ground there. All right, so cool. What do we got? Nailed it. Now we can zoom out. Wow, that's wild looking. That spike, that wick is just crazy. So all I can do really safely is go by that candle close that I feel comfortable with. And oddly enough, we come down to an 886. Man, I forgot to draw trend lines on that other pattern that we were talking about. I stuck with the fibs on it, but it actually had a megaphone pattern with a nice high on one of those. Oh well. The stuffy happens. All right, so this wick has really thrown me off because I don't know how to include that without this just being crazy. So I'm going to go conservative on this one with what we'd normally get if we had an 886 retracement, which should be, and of course all these areas in between here too. I'm trying to speed up my analysis in the chart and trying not to talk about it as much. I figure I'll wait till I get questions about things and talk about it instead of just going on these little tangents that I go on. So I see that being respected just because of that wick right there. So 174 short term, maybe 233, 259. And I would expect us to get another nice pullback from those areas if we make it up there. If you look back to where we've been, you know, it looks like we had a nice little falling wedge or ascending triangle. Maybe you look at it that way. Now you can take the measure move from the wikis and put it there, and it would have got you up to this far, which is ironically right here, the same target we're looking at here, that golden ratio of this move. Odd. But you see stuff like that. So TRB, now let's come down to smaller time frame and see what she's doing. She's just going sideways, looks like. Yeah, no, that's gotta be annoying. That's nice, I like this. And was a trend line that we broke back into? Yeah, your trend lines get all Yankee weird when you go to a different time frame sometimes, so you have to adjust them a little bit. This is from the daily, I think, but I like that double bottom scenario there. They come back up past that little peak there, that belt line, I guess is what we call it, neckline. And might she be doing the old flag, and she might. It would be a pennant, I believe, but technically it's a descending triangle. I don't like these guys. I don't like them at all, and I choose not to play these. Now I'm big on triangles. I do think triangles, because I think you can pull all these other patterns. If you zoom out, I've found that they all fit very neatly into some form of triangle or a channel. So that simplifies things, and there are some statistics there that might give you an edge on a little thing. But you got a couple of things going on here. You got price at a 200 moving average, which is a good place for it to bounce. It's also here on the trend line, which is a good place to bounce. It's a horizontal trend line of support, you know, maybe a support resistance flip area. Yeah. So you got a major SR flip area right here. Not going to say major, but that's pretty good. It needs to hold it. It doesn't need to break it, but it can break it. And the thing that you find is when these guys do break to the downside, they can. I can't remember the percentage, but it's more than I really care to. I think that happened more than not. Then you get a nice little falling wedge that it can go to. So, and then that would correspond with bouncing right off this guy right here about 86 cents. Retesting these areas right over here, this little support resistance flip area. So however you want to boil it down and chew it, we got lots of different places of confluence just depending on your trading or TA style there. You're not fitting in very perfect. You can fit in perfect right there. Sound effects are free tonight. I would love to see this bounce out of here, but I just usually don't see it. I just usually don't see it, and so I chill with these for a little bit. But that's TRB. It's just ain't at 108. That's the 4 hour too. What the other indicators? How you guys looking? What are you guys saying for TRB? You're kind of iffy. You don't have a clue. You're saying sideways. Thank you for your input. Thank you, Captain Obvious. So, we're in a real conundrum. So I'm going to say, with that 100 being under that 200 moving average and recently crossing, I could definitely see some chop through here. This is good though. I like this. I wouldn't expect it to be real bad then. I wouldn't expect it. There's a chance she can bounce off of here, and she's been trying, but there's also, it looks like, you know, she's still in rollover territory. Let's be cautious. Just be cautious. It's not bad. If she does fall back, it's not too bad. Seriously, I would be looking around this area, so we're in 93, maybe 84 at the bottom of the channel if she gets there. But interesting. TRB. Did we get a price on the top of the channel where she's headed there? 163 is on the top of that trend line. What time frame was that? Why does that trend line look so? What happened? Why does that look so weird? Why does that look so weird? You ain't respecting that as much. A little here, but not here. She respects the hell of it right there, though. Stick with that then. Look at that. She's in the middle line of our channel. So I wasn't even looking at that earlier. Had to redraw my channel to find it though. But that's cool. Support resistance right there. Unlocks it. That's a little bit more weight that it may do what I don't expect it to do, because I normally expect them to come down here, and she may. That's actually looking good. Through it, Road Dog. Let it be a flag. Let it be a pennant. Let it be one of those things. We'll keep it right there where she is. This is the 3-day. I would listen to it more than I would the 4 hour. Striga says, I need to chat more. Says not is killing it. Not supposed to be a game, I think. A game on Telegram that's kind of addictive is what I've gathered on it. Oh, she ain't stopping, is she? Oh wow, and this is on the 4 hour. Oh, for real? Like, this is one of those buy high and sell higher. So 3 humps in the I'm looking for. Are you going to get your 3 humps in a dump? Ichimoku Cloud says, "Stop talking that way, Road Dog. I'm ready to take this into the mirror." Ichimoku Cloud looks serious. So what's your angle, babe? Well, if I'm looking at that as a channel, we got a breakout, which should be bullish as all get out. If I'm looking at something like this, what do we got? Is it resistance? Hell no, it's still a breakout. I'd go with that one. All I can do is pull a fib. What's this? Did I just move that up there? I don't know why that price is up there. So you guys can go with the 0.5 if you want to at 0.02. I'm going with the 0.618 at 0.024 because, well, usually where a lot of people and a lot of bots, I know bots are definitely selling there because my bots used to sell there. Oh, Lordy, we got to do is some price predicting. Hey, we looked at this before and said that was a juicy buy zone, and I didn't buy it there at Notcoin. Or did I? I don't. Please, Jesus, let me have Notcoin in my portfolio. Let my degen have done me a good solid on that one, Jesus. That would be awesome. I can't remember. I guess it'd be on CoinEx, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would be. Right now, I'm going for 2.4 and see where we go after we get there. Looks like it's got a good chance, huh? What says you on the indicators? MACD's all happy about it, that's for sure. RSI is like, man, we gotta talk. You guys got some problem, man. That's just what he's saying. Y'all get all heated up and stuff, man. The indicators get hot, man. Know what I'm saying? They get hot. Sometimes you guys just need to chill out. Cause I'm going to. He's at 90, man. Woo, baby. Look at all that money flow come in. Look at that money flow on the 4 hour. Woo, baby, that's good. Stochastics on the 4 hour just up here, but they can stay there. That's my thing with stochastics, man. Once they get to the top and then like, well, we're done. That's it. That's all we're gonna tell you. You got to wait until they start moving to the downside and you know, start coming down before and then even then they can flip back up and throw you off. So I only look at stochastics when they're at a top coming down or at a bottom getting ready to go up, and that's the only time that I really want to call upon stochastics to see if they're doing one of those two things. They're talking and not doing their thing. Road Dog, hey, there's the target. All right, we'll keep it short and simple. TRB pump was stupid low. It gives a real-time price data on crypto assets. Can't get that anywhere else. This fish guru. You know about that $600 one? That one was crazy. Sam's got some free Ashcash on Coinbase. Akash, actually I liked him. We looked at it last night, actually. AKT is what it is. Akash. They're kind of it's decentralized computing, I think, with the whole Web3 decentralized computing and computing power, and AI. The AI plays into it as well. But moving averages overall 800, 600, 200, 100, all going in the directions they need to. It's just that prices just wanting to bounce around with them a little bit. So she's getting into some good areas to. In my opinion, if this structure holds up, you can only pray they would. It did have a sign of weakness here. Now, when I see that I'd say, man, she keeps touching that trend line one more time, it may not hold. She already poked a hole in the wall. It may not hold next time. So we don't need her to touch it next time, but she might be doing it. But still, moving averages are saying, nah, not pretty good, pretty good. We're on the 4 hour. I got RSI bottom out. No, it's not bottom out. It just looked like it was. No, it is bottom out. It's at 30. Pointed up, just crossed 30. That's technically a buy signal for RSI if you go by that on the 4 hour. My bots did. And we got MACD getting ready to do a cross. And it's already crossed and got, so you've got buy signals on the Akash here, so. Yeah, I got a lot of wikis up there. There's a lot of sell pressure, but and a trend line or a channel, if you want to call it a channel. And basically, you know, I mean, we could come up and we could come down before we come out of this. So you got the RSI. We'll take a look at this because this is kind of interesting. This is something to RSI when it's down at the bottoms. She came up a little bit, but we're still at 30. It's still low. Yet our stochastics are, well, they're about 56 and they're headed to the upside there. I personally like it if I can catch the stochastics down at the bottom and the RSI down at the bottom on a good time frame like the 4 hour. Even better if you can find it on the daily and, you know, the bigger time frame and a smaller one at the same time. You can get some very interesting results, and here's an example of it right here. Stochastics were down here at the bottom, right before they shot up. I'm going to draw a Alt B, and then here we are with the RSI also at the bottom, a little delayed on its shoot up, and I don't know, let's just, for giggles, let's just put another line there. So let's look at price, what has happened there at that time in price here on the 4 hour. And this is one of the things I look at when I'm trying to find a bottom, when I'm trying to snipe a bottom, if I see something like that. So I mean, I would have got in. And yeah, she just came up and she's coming back down, but in the bigger scope of things, she's just trying to make a little recovery here, or hoping for it to make a recovery here. But that's one other strategy, and that's also a bot strategy as well. And when I look and zooming out, and also with the moving averages up and to the right, I kind of like that idea. I think we got a really good chance to recover that 9 after seeing that, but just thought I would throw that out there. Your mileage may vary. Trade Intuition Joe says 68% chance it breaks to the downside. Fish Guru says gotta watch out about low caps, always the last to pump before the crash. True. I think Fish Guru's got some of that OG experience, and I like it. I don't like my Pop-Tarts toasted, says Strega. What about microwaves? Our buddy said Casper could double this month. Oh, really? Let's take a look. I hope that's true. That would be awesome. What did he see? Can I get another chart that's not we can go here without volume. I'm like, what the hell? All right, let's clear you off. Oh, Caspa. So here's that idea. If we were looking at a trend line and she didn't quite come down and touch it again. You can also copy that little guy. Put him right up here to the top of there. And then you got, well, a little channel idea. It was resistance or support, then resistance, and then now support. So we got that idea. Looks like we like this angle on Caspa so far. You respecting it here? Maybe getting a little deviations there. Do I need to tighten it up? Gosh, you're on the 5-day. Okay. So we got resistance over here. There's a little something under there, and little. It's just interesting to see that. So I'll take it up to here. I'm not yet seeing any signs of doubling, but it's above the non-moving average on the 5-day. I like that. I do like that. We still got this though. That's going to be a headache. That's just going to be resistance. So she's going to have a. It's not going to be the easiest ride, I don't think, unless she just bullishly takes over that. I'm not seeing what and that was your 3 for that one. So now and we hit our 3 for that one. And then we got our pulley backy. So this is your A, B, and C. Yeah, I'm not quite seeing it just yet. Going from the wick down here to that top. 786 retracement on that one. I don't think it's going to be on this particular leg. My opinion, and what do I know? Yeah, I'm sticking with that 18.9. That's perfect. And actually, throw another low one in there. And I'm going to put it on this side of the trend line because I think it might. This is what I'm kind of seeing. Maybe she will just shoot off to the moon, and oh well. But our stochastics on this particular move are starting to top out, and they can for a while, but them being topped out kind of takes away. I can't see us breaking down this channel just yet. I could be totally wrong, but. There is also this idea which could lead into that though. This is not totally out of the question if you look at the megaphone pattern. And if it does decide to respect the top of that, still where we are right now, it's 22 cents to 13. Okay, maybe with the megaphone pattern. I doubt that that's what he saw though, because he doesn't usually look at it from zooming out like that, but that would be a possibility. Let me get rid of this guy. I don't need that. Do we have that for a reason? Just for resistance, right? I don't need that. We'll make that one dotted. All right. 17.8 maybe, 18.8. And I still got the previous TA I've had on that. Because I thought we were at 15. I think even on that one, it was still looking at the resistance from this trend line right there. Interesting. CZ will take overhead liquids and we will dump next week, my prediction. Or Janet keeps selling junk bonds and Tether dominance goes to 0. Man, and Joe vetoed the, was it Sob 21? After he said he wasn't going to. Oh, we already talked about that too. Bitch Guru says 200 EMA overhead on US Tether dominance weekly because this rally was brought up without building structure and lagging indicators won't necessarily be a good reference for momentum. Nice. Could still tap the bottom trend on Tether dominance weekly linear chart, but signs of weakness for Bitcoin in the 68 range, and greed is still 73. I haven't even looked at greed. That's a good one to look at. When the Puck Squad shows up, greed drops substantially with the uptick in volume, so something to watch for. Ish Guru, my man. So Linda says he was saying the KRC20 tokens wouldn't help the pump it. Oh. He was saying what? That the KRC wouldn't help pump it? How could they? I mean, if it's the, I don't see how that would. I just like her that she's going up and my bags are just slowly growing. That's all I'm worried about there. How is Mr. Bitcoin doing? Are you still at 67.7? Yeah, you're just making me hang out here at no man's land. Oh, look, we got... Oh, it's the Fib Magic stuff from our members only group when I was breaking down all the juicy Fibby stuffy stuffs. I want to owe Bitcoin here. Mr. Miles, 86 degrees at 9:18 p.m. This is when hell in SoCal really starts to kick in. It'll peak at 115 degrees in August. Oh man, in August. Ooh. Shoot, even where I'm at, it's August is a bitch. What? Take a look. I'm just going to blow them up here. I'm going to see if I can go through a few of these coins real quick. So we got Avalanche here, broke our major trend line, trying to find support. Looks like it's found some here on the secondary trend line. Hey, lucky you, Avalanche. Was that a measure move? Could you have done a measure move from that? Would that have helped out at all? Yeah, they don't always hit on that. Let's hope it doesn't hit on that anyway. That's still coming down about $21 if that scenario. I want to see it bounce from here. Take me back to $60, Avalanche. Come on now. What have you got? I'm on the 5-day. Don't go that big. What we got going on here on the daily with Avalanche? We're below the 200 moving average. Got the death cross. Boom, boom, boom. I guess we are starting to come back to this area then. Or unless it wants us to think that. 360 crossed the 800. That's good. Might take a few days to see it come into effect, but that's good. Shorter time, we got a trend line that that might be where we've been getting a little bounce from. See what trend lines can do for you. They can give you the little insight you might have missed earlier, because she looks like she's respecting that and doing something right now. So I'm not quite sure where to put this other than what, you know, normal guidelines on the channel. Bounce off of this and do us a solid. Hard to see that happening after this bearish cross, but one strong move can move all them little moving averages so close to that 200 moving average right now. Back up. That's all it takes is one strong move. Cosmos is hanging around at $8.36, which in the middle of the bull market last time was a juicy buy on it for more upside, and I think it has been pretty much. Well, she got down to 5 here back in 22, and September 2023 she was 650, and October 23 she was 650. Hasn't quite made it down there yet. She might come back and revisit this 770, 780 area. Somewhere near the bottom of the trend line. Might happen. She's not looking all excited. VET, bet, man. I can't wait till you freaking go back to like 20 cents and stuff. This is one of my bigger bags, and she's a bigger bag because she grew to be a bigger bag. One I definitely wanted to be in, and made it a point to DCA and buy on the bottomest of the bottoms on VET. So I actually nailed her right around $0.015, and that's really a lot of my average cost. Not over 2 cents. And she got up to 5. Did take a little bit of profit on that, so she is, I think she's moonbagged if I'm not mistaken. She lost her major trend line here, so she may be coming down, so she may be getting discounted again, and don't know if I'll buy any more yet or not. I'll cross that bridge when we come to it at a good bounce there, but man oh man, nice rounded shape. She's getting ready to do something eventually, not right now, but I can't wait till she gets up to these areas around 8 cents or so. Because, yeah, I actually, she's one of my sweet bags. Osmosis is sitting at 88 cents, which, wow, for real, because she topped out at 217 over here, hung out at 150 for the longest, and now she's down at 86. These, in my personal opinions, from my experience with Osmosis, yeah, under $1 for Osmosis is not bad, and if you're anywhere close to 50 cents, I think you're going to be very happy when this thing starts hitting like $8, $9 again in this market, because it can, and it has, and I'm very familiar with this one. Right now, we're beneath Lucy's line. Got to bring out old Lucy here again. Woo, she's just sitting there right on top of price action. But now, hey, remember, this may not be the one that happens, but the 100 crossing the 200 like this, sometimes we do see a nice little bump up, and some have been doing her little head and shouldersies and bumpy bump ups and down here at the bottom to dry it. Maybe, I don't know. Just throwing that out there. She could happen to go up there, but overall, man, where are you bouncing off of? You lost the 618, so gosh, I have to look down here. I have to look down here. I have to look at 67, 68 as being a possibility. I hope you don't bounce down there, but she's not showing signs that she's found her bottom just yet. She lost her bottom? 327. Yeah, I can't wait. Might she also be doing the Bart Simpson butt crack? Maybe. Now, this is not so much of a rounded bottom that I normally look for. It may not even have to be, but I would hate to see this one do a Bart Simpson butt crack. And me be in it. The token, not the butt crack. But now she don't have this, I don't think she has the same little harmonics. Are you going to get all weird on us again? I don't think it is. I say a 3-8, or is there one that will do that? Swing high to swing low. And you went to yeah, I don't think so. For the, I was looking for a harmonic type thing. I don't think it is that. Yeah, also got your trend lines, which that's the biggest thing I like, man. The trend lines. That's, look, channel, that easy. Support, horizontal support and resistance. We got two things to look at, man. It's fun. The channel with the partial decline here. Please, for the love of gosh, let this area needs to hold, man. This 70 cent area really needs to hold, because, man, coming down back in these areas will not be fun for this coin. And it's a good token. I don't see why it would, but just throwing that out there. Fish Guru said cast volume down 29% in the last 24 hours. Should make a move when enough players have been sidelined. Amen. MG Motorsports, hey, welcome, man. Meanwhile, I've just put a jumper on at 220. Lol. How's it going, MG? It's Linda, I'm in Phoenix. 115 is the norm. Oh my gosh. But it's drier there, right? It's not like humid heat, right? I hear that's the difference. I know back home in Tennessee is very humid, and it gets humid here in North Virginia, East Virginia. Sing Sweet Home Alabama, but replace Alabama with Avalanche. I don't even know the Avalanche. See, weird mood tonight. Hey, it's a fun mood, Mr. Miles. I know where you're at. It's fun when we're there. I'm in Oklahoma, and we wake up on summer days with dew on the grass and steam like mussels when it gets over 100. And Fish Guru said, hot weather sucks. Hot and humid weather really sucks. It's like you can't breathe, and 5 minutes outside feels like you haven't showered in a week. Yeah. Yeah, that hot, humid. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, and Florida's pretty bad for it too, right? But even back in Nashville, it's hot and humid out there too. Air conditioning is your best friend. Ah, Mr. Miles. Mr. Miles wants to be an Okie. ICP, we've had a lot of people looking at this, and also Gary. I need to take a look at that. So I still see a channel idea with the possibility of coming down here. It may not. She may just bounce off this 200 moving average area. She kind of likes to try to do that, looks like. That would be good, ICP. You need to do that. Have you got anything here? A little bit of a line. It's more developing right over here, though, than it is to the left. What's that, about 1130? 1116, somewhere in that area. That might be one to hold. Overall, the momentum's there. I mean, for the bigger moving averages, they're doing okay. They can still do a little better, but that will come with time. It's just the 9, the 21, and the 50-day moving averages. They just they're having a field day. Ichimoku Cloud is looking scary, though. It looks like she wants to drop us like a rock. I'm just throwing that out there. That's what she's saying. She's mean mugging me right now. She's saying, you got some cornbread. And that's her. It's a she. And she talked like that. And she don't look nice, and she don't look friendly. She wants to drop us. I'm just telling you what she's saying. And she's saying she wants to drop us. Meanwhile, other indicators are looking like they want to try to take us for a ride. I would love to see this money flow get in the green. That's what we really need to see on anywhere on this particular indicator, man. Everything's better when the money flows in the green. What, we need a jingle? That was a lackluster jingle if I ever heard one. If you like tornadoes, that place is for you, bro, says Guru. Mr. Mouse says, my family is at Okies. They moved here during the Dust Bowl. Oh, cool. Was it To Kill a Mockingbird? Was that about... Is that the one I'm thinking about? That was a great book, man, about that whole Dust Bowl movement and all that, man. That's one of my favorite stories. That was, man, we were going through some hard times through there. Some bad things going on back in that times. Get you on those work farms. Everybody going around, everything they own, looking for work, traveling across the country. Going to try to go to California or wherever sunny where they can pick some veggies or fruit, whatever, in these camps. And man, it was such a rigged game. Oh man, that was horrible. Because the farmer places or whatever was in control of that. How it just basically became a slave camp because they pay you not enough to buy enough food to feed your family at their own general store. You see how this kind of a lot like our government works today, actually. But it wasn't the government. That's probably where they got the ideas. I just don't pay any attention to me. I just say lots of disgruntled stuff about the current state of our country. The past state of our country in 1776 was pretty dang awesome with some smart ass, brilliant people in charge of our country. And I don't know when we got all the idiots came in, but we went from geniuses in our running our government to just a bunch of freaking idiots now. I say that with love, though, with all the love in my heart. Oh gosh, we got somebody else unsubscribed. I keep seeing people unsubscribe. Oh no, we got another one. Made one back for the one we lost. Hey, I was supposed to look at Gary for somebody last night when they left, when I was leaving, which I'm getting ready to do here in just a few minutes. Cause nighttime for the right time. I've already been on here 2 hours. Guys, for real? For real? No. What? I came on 11, right? An hour and a half. So can Gary come down 2.17 cents? Of course it can. Will it? I don't know. Looks like she might want to go there. I would let me just double check and see what we got. Oh, Fibby Wisey. Oh, Fibby, oh, Fibby. Give me a nibby. Oh, look at you. Oh, that's a measure movement. We got a 786. I like that 786 is holding. But if it don't hold, I gotta draw more lines. How many more lines you want to draw on this chart, man? For real, for real. But that's a Gary chart. No, well, that's different. Still, we're in this channel, man. But what I look for when channels is finding a partial decline. This might be it, because this is a nice little level. Let's draw a big old fat line over there and just not that kind of line. It was support, and looks like it's support again. That's kind of a key level. I'm going to call it a key level because it sounds cool and it's important, so we're going to call it a key level. And this is where she fell under that. We don't want to do that again unless you wanted at a really good price, but that hinders performance when things like that happens. Didn't seem to hinder it right here though, did it? That was a nice move. So I'm going to stick with the top of the channel idea because, well, that's just, I'm a top of the channel kind of guy when it comes to looking for targets to sell. A lot of people looking to buy at the top of these channels, and that always freaks me out, man. I just don't. I realize I'm in the top of the channel. That's I've been burned enough at top of channels not to buy there if I can help it. And left my little degen just wants to FOMO in. My general rule is if you have to buy at the top of the channel for whatever reason, you tell yourself that you've got to get there, go easy because you might find it a lot cheaper sooner with something that you didn't expect to happen. Mr. Miles says, I hear that they rarely touch down. Talking about tornadoes. We used to get them in Tennessee. I think even where I live now, when I moved up here, I thought oh, well, at least we're away from tornadoes. And the first thing I heard, tornado watch. And I'm like, really? Here? Where I'm at now? It's not that bad here, though. But Oklahoma, oh my gosh, y'all get the good ones. I think when I was 5 years old, there was like I think a type, was it 4? Wasn't quite the 5. But I think it was a 4. It was a big one that came through. This group says, well, it's a statistically unlikely you'll ever be in the path of a powerful tornado, but that is smack in the tornado capital of the world, so might have some close calls. You might be one of them storm chasers. I saw them on YouTube not long ago, just chasing those tornadoes. Like, I didn't see any scientific equipment. It just looked like a couple of rednecks just out having fun. Look! Well, dang it. Let me get a picture, Bobby. I think we can beat it. Selena, originally from Mississippi. You prefer the humidity? Mississippi get hot. Oh, I was down in Jackson. Ooh. Lower. That got hot. I mean, I've been to Texas too. I felt that Texas heat, but man, I just remember some really hot days in Mississippi. Remember when Jeff Dunham and had Walter talking about people saying it's a dry heat? He said, yeah, so is fire. That's funny. Walter looks just like Joe Biden to me. And Piscaru says in Las Vegas, the desert Southwest heat is frying eggs on the sidewalk hot. Ooh. Grapes of Wrath. Thank you, Celinda Anderson. That was the Grapes of Wrath. That was it. Yes. Ah, well, listen, you hear me. Steinbeck. Yeah, Steinbeck was awesome author. I liked Steinbeck. I haven't read books in a minute, though. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night because it's just getting kind of late. One of these days, I'll get faster at this TA and we'll move through fast. I'm hoping that maybe since we got some memberships going like that, I've got membership videos and streams I'm trying to do at least once a week and going over, breaking down some technique strategies, just some of the stuff and portfolios and stuff. Normally takes too much time for me to go into detail here, but I don't know, some interesting things over there. It's breaking down the Fibonacci strategies that I use, one of them. I haven't gotten into the Fibonacci extensions yet, and I think that might be the next one. That's this little 3-punch little guy here. If I can ever find him, some cool ways to use that little guy. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, and hopefully we'll see something happen with Bitcoin. I'm hoping. I'm really, really hoping, because I got a trade open right now, and I need number go up rather than getting stopped out. That's just all I'm asking for. That's not asking for too much, is it? Just a day of, maybe we can get to 70,000. Can we do that for just one? Can we do it for half a day? Can we do something Bitcoin? Can you do me a solid instead of going sideways and down? I need you to get out of this cloud for one thing on this 8-hour chart. I'm just going, let me get out of the 8-hour chart. If I can get you out of the cloud there, maybe I can get a chart where you're not in the cloud. Make me feel better anyway. Yeah, be beneath it, be bearish. Come on, Bitcoin, you're going sideways and breaking trend lines. I'm not liking it, I'm not happy about it. I need you to move up, baby. So, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. See you tomorrow night.
Come on, come here, boy. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine. secrets you wish really was but your life.
Good night, John boy.
With no bullets. Does your wife know you're begging for my notice?